What up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy, Are You Serious? The realest, the coolest, the trillest young king. Only two puffer as we speak. Welcome back for the Bang Gang. We got Elvis Presley and the Black Community Part 2, I believe. I was looking all over the place because the one that I watched yesterday, I don't believe had the Part 2. I looked and I couldn't really find it. So, but this one obviously says the same thing, Part 2, and it's from Sean and Mel. I don't know who the hell the old people are, but maybe they probably found it and reposted it so we could probably find it. I don't know if y'all know, but a lot of time on YouTube, some videos get taken down. You know what I mean? So they may be there 5 years ago, but today they're not there no more. So I'm not saying that's what that was the case, but it could be. All right. But anyway, man, we're gonna jump into it, man. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers. Please watch this all the way through with me, okay? The last one has really great view duration, so all I'm asking is just to watch the video all the way through with me and enjoy this time with me, and let's learn a little bit more about Elvis, all right? Let's get it. Bang.
Welcome back, you guys, to the S&M squad. It's your boy Sean.
And your girl Mel.
Your favorite couple, y'all.
Here's giving the milk.
Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified.
And guys,
Daddy want cereal?
don't forget to join the
Go get a bowl.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. Whoa, Nelly.
The first time I met Elvis, I was in Las Vegas in the 70s. I was the conductor and music director for B.B. King, the blues act. We were opening in the Las Vegas Hilton's main room as the opening act for. Well, we had no idea Elvis was there, nor did she, so we were watching her act from backstage, and in her act, she walked around the main room in the audience, and she always stopped at this certain table.
That morning when I walked into the dining room, I spoke. I said, "Good morning." He said, "Good morning." I said, "What are we going to have for breakfast this morning?" He said, "Fried peanut butter and banana sandwich." And
wow.
I looked at him. I said, "What?" He said, "Fried peanut butter and banana sandwich." I said, "I never heard of it."
My boy Elvis had a little bit of taste, man.
Do it well. Now it's time to do.
The first time I went in, fixed the sandwich and put it on the tray and brought it back, that wasn't right.
She kind of looked like my grandma.
His father was sitting there, and he said, "Mary, I'm going with you and help you. And let's see, maybe both of us can get it right." I said, "Okay." And he said, "Let's toast the bread first." So we toast the bread and then spread the peanut butter on and slice the bananas and put on and put them into the skillet and kept turning them with the spatula and turn them till they got heated all the way through. Then I take them and cut them, put them on the platter and take them back to him. And he said, "Now that's what I want, that's right."
Ask your brother, Melanie.
And then smile.
But he'll always live
There,
because
Shimon,
of that. He was such a good man. I don't care what nobody say. I know Elvis. You know, there are a lot of rumors. Elvis and I sang spiritual together. And, he kept me from being number one. I was number one soul and he was number one world. And it took a long time, but it's almost like the two rental cars.
Alright, so real quick, so the reason, I'm sorry y'all, I'm a parent, bro, so if I got a parent with kids in the background, y'all gonna have to just excuse me, alright? I ain't apologizing for it, you feel me? But no, so this person was like, they answered my question. I said, do y'all think Elvis was the king of rock and roll? They said he was the king of rock and roll because he brought rock and roll to the forefront to the world, basically. Obviously, in that day and age, the blacks weren't as popularized. They weren't put as much, you know, they was kept in a bubble. That's what they wanted to do. They always try to keep us in a bubble, and that's what they were doing. There's, go plug up her tablet, please. He's gonna plug it up. But Elvis don't have no strings attached. Elvis he could just go anywhere, any and everywhere, and be accepted. So yes, Elvis was the one to, you know, put that into the forefront. But you know what I also read, bro? I love reading y'all comments. I shit y'all not. Keep commenting Elvis, like little things that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these things I don't know. I read that someone said Elvis said Chuck Berry was, like, you know, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, Elvis said the king will always be Jesus Christ. You got, once again, you have to respect that, bro, because I don't know much about Elvis, but I didn't know that he was, you know, spiritual like that, you know what I'm saying? But he always put Jesus first, apparently. You know what I'm saying? He said Jesus was king of all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real when you're talking about somebody that's, you know, a human that got that much success, that much power, and he's still giving all the grace to God. Melania decided, go eat. All the grace to God, man. Like, that's crazy. And then James Brown, he's saying that he's messing with the dude. So, hey, bro, I had all the wrong information, gang. My bad.
It made me try harder, and I love Elvis for it, and we'll always pray for Elvis.
Do you remember that? Do you remember? It wasn't actually, you don't really meet Elvis, you actually just look at Elvis, okay? My mother sang with Elvis for years. Yeah. Her group, they were called the Sweet Inspirations. Yeah. They also sang for Aretha for many, many years. Most of
Decide, go eat your cereal.
In the 60s. They
He
were
said
all
no?
Aretha songs. Well, Elvis took a liking to them.
Don't worry about it.
And my mom sang with him for many years. And they were very close. Yeah. I just remember at one point being in a room, and we were all in this room, my mother and the singers, and we, the usually backstage kind of thing.
R.I.P. Whitney Houston.
He just walks in the room with his mink on, with his glasses on. Oh my God. And he just walks in, he says something, and everybody just, you don't say anything, you just look. It was just one of those moments I won't forget as a kid.
Oh my
it wasn't
God.
like, hi, Mr. Elvis, nice to meet you. You didn't do that. You just sat back and just looked at him. He was amazing to look at.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Wow.
And just to be in his presence was awesome.
Tell me about that. Well, when they first called, the girl said, Elvis Presley, oh my God, what are we going to do? I said, hey, it's a gig and it's a good one. Uh-huh. So we went, and when we got there, it was nothing like what we might have thought, because it was just wonderful. It was really wonderful. He was into gospel. So every once in a while when we finished rehearsing with him, we just sing gospel, all of us, And we just had a good time. He would get good money and good pay and good, it was nice atmosphere.
They was going to get paid with Elvis, no cap.
Go around with him as his friends.
Stop making a mess. Eat it. You can eat it.
So we saw him at work or at rehearsals. So I don't know what he did in between, nor did I care. I just doing what I was supposed to do, and we were.
Respect. Damn, that's wild. I didn't know that.
For the ones working hard,
Bro, they
so
gonna
things
put
can
so
keep
many
running.
ads in
There's
this video,
Granger.
bro. That's crazy. Come on, man. We trying to get on with the get on.
Tastes good with everything.
Watch my ads, though.
Love. Tyson.
The Sweet Inspirations.
The Sweet Inspirations.
Times we've talked on television and
is that Eddie Murphy?
Had interview situations.
Arsenio?
I've never asked you about Elvis. What you want to know?
Look at my
when
dog.
Did that all start?
Charlie.
When did the
Sorry, Eddie.
love for Elvis began?
He teases me about Elvis all the time.
But
And
never
says,
on the air. Never.
No, when he says like, if Elvis was alive now, he says, man, you wouldn't even hang out with Elvis. I said, yes, I wish it, man. Elvis would be in the lobby of your house like, say, man, is Eddie there? And I'd be in the room.
That was funny.
What's going on, man? He told me to come over.
That was funny.
Oh, I know what's going on. All right.
Oh boy,
But
Eddie.
when I was a kid, see, Elvis Presley to me, it's his presence, I think it is. I don't think anyone in this business has had as much presence as Elvis. I don't think anyone's had as strong a presence. I think there have been entertainers. I think Michael Jackson's the only entertainer who's ever been more famous than him. But I think Elvis has more presence. Like when Elvis walked in the room, everybody just looked at Elvis. When he's on the screen, you looked at Elvis. He just had this thing about him. And he was going through all this stuff with drugs and all this craziness. But on screen and on stage, he always looked like he was in control. And that's amazing because there was this wall going on inside this guy. And I'm just fascinated.
Because
Eddie ain't capping, bro. First of all, shout out Eddie Murphy, man. I love that dude. Now I look up to him because he's a beast, bro. He's a monster. I don't give a fuck about no Drake. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? But no, man, he ain't lying, bro. Coming from an ex-drug addict or whatever, it's hard to do that and keep like doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get indulged in it and it just takes over you. Apparently Elvis didn't let it take over him. He kept performing, you know, singing and doing everything. Because obviously that was paying for the drugs and paying his bills and everything else. You know what I mean? So, but you still applaud him for that. I haven't really heard him missing shows and, you know, conniving people. You know, never really heard nothing like that about Elvis.
The black community obviously felt that we shouldn't be doing it. So Ebony Magazine, in fact, called us and wanted to know, we got a lot, why are you singing with Elvis Presley? You know, why not? and sometimes we get...
Is she high?
Shot back with, well, you know what he said
why
about
she
black
can't say still?
Yeah, I heard that story too. But I also heard the one he said about Mexican people. It's the same story. What he said about the story is, Elvis Presley said, all a black person
she tweaking, bro.
Can do for me is shine my shoes. Mexicans have the story. All a Mexican can do for me is shine my shoes. That's also attributed to Elvis. Yeah, that's a story, that's a rumor made up by some rock and roll singer who wanted to be where Elvis was, I suppose. Because as far as I'm concerned, Elvis treated us royally. And if he said it, I don't care, because there's things that I've said I don't want anybody repeating.
I'm going to be an Elvis impersonator.
Obviously, you see the irony here. You've got a black man imitating a white man who sounded like a black man.
I respect Elvis for what he did for music. You know, he opened a lot of doors for a lot of folks back there during a time when they wouldn't even, quote unquote, play the music on radio. So this is a tribute to Elvis.
At first, yes.
Yeah, I mean, they said he's playing black music. He's a white guy.
Yeah, but see, at first he was playing more like rockabilly. He wasn't really getting into the things that he started to do later. But when he started to do that, then he started to turn heads, including mine.
Yeah, it did. So
yes.
What did you see then?
I saw that he had everything. The looks, he had the talent.
He had the rhythm,
he had
the soul.
He had everything. To me, he had everything. You know, you started looking at the guys, God almighty, he's handsome, he's tall, and he looks good, he can sing, he can play.
Got a lot of women.
Well, I didn't see, you know, I didn't see women disliking him, but he was just, I didn't see him after them either. But I guess had I been handsome like that, I probably would have.
These motherfuckers in this ads, bro. I ain't never seen so many ads in a 11-minute video, bro.
Download the app.
The 70s, when tensions between blacks and whites were at an all-time high, Elvis demonstrated his desire for racial reconciliation in the musicians that he chose and the treatment they received.
He believed that he had a certain connection with God, not so much more than anybody else did, but in his search, he was trying to get close to God. So he felt that by helping others, maybe that was his mission.
Different than other kids I grew up with. I'd hang around parts of Tupelo my folks never even knew about. If Mama had known where I was half the time, I would have caught hell for it. This friend of mine used to take me across town to an area called Shake Rag. And that was when I first heard the blues.
The blues.
This is the house that Elvis bought for me. He bought it in 1974. And he came and picked the house out for me. And I liked it, and he liked it. So he said, well, Mary, this is your house, if you like it. I told him I loved it.
Oh man, what is this?
Well.
Oh man, I think they just taking people's. Oh, they was reacting to it. Anyway, hey man, another you know, inspirational video, another one that, you know, brings more light to the darkness that not darkness, but I was blind to what, you know, Elvis was really on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I didn't grow up on him, so you know, just ignorancy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, ignorancy don't replace stupidity. So it is what it is, though. Comment, you know, some more things that y'all want me to know about Elvis. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, how old was he when he first picked up a guitar? When did he have his first kid? How old was Lisa Marie when she married Michael Jackson, quote unquote? You know, all that good stuff, man. But I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. We gotta go. What, Daddy? My babies want to say bye. What, Nene?
You buy rubber ball and my happy birthday and my little JJ.
Yeah. Good job. Say bye. Mamani, let go. Just how to say bye. Bye. Say I love you. Yeah.